Here's a bold statement for you. Achieving career success is surprisingly simple. Yeah, you heard me right. I know. You've probably been told that it's all about hustle, grind, and those sleepless nights. But I'm here to tell you that there's another way. A way that's not only smarter, but more sustainable. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how it's done. Now, before you roll your eyes and click away, hear me out. We've all heard those success stories. People working 80-hour weeks, burning out, and sacrificing everything for their careers. But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be that hard. Success isn't some magical secret only available to a select few. In fact, there's a simple framework, a roadmap that can get you from where you are now to where you want to be in your career. And it doesn't involve extreme measures or stressing yourself out. So today, we're going to break down the myths that are holding you back, uncover the truth behind career success, and give you 3 actionable steps that you can start using today to level up your career. These steps will not only change the way you approach your work, but they'll make everything feel, well, easier. But more on that in a minute. Here's the roadmap for today's video. First, we're going to bust some common myths about career success. You've heard them all. You need to sacrifice everything for success. Only the super ambitious people make it. Networking is the only way to climb the ladder. Well, we're going to debunk those. After that, we'll introduce a super simple framework that anyone can apply, whether you're just starting your career or looking to pivot into something new. We'll also talk about real-life examples of people who followed this framework and found success. And finally, we'll wrap up with some actionable takeaways that you can start using right now. So let's kick things off with myth number 1, segment 1, debunking the myths. All right, first myth, you need to sacrifice everything for success. How many of us have been told that if we want to succeed, we need to work late every night, skip meals, and cancel social plans? It's a mindset that's been passed down like some secret recipe for career advancement. But here's the truth. Working longer hours doesn't guarantee better results. In fact, it can backfire. Research shows that people who work smarter, not harder, are far more effective and have better job satisfaction. Let's be honest. If working harder led to better results, all those hustle culture enthusiasts would be CEOs by now, right? But that's not how it works. The reality is working long hours can actually hurt your creativity, decrease your productivity, and increase your stress levels. It's about quality over quantity, my friends. Myth number 2, only the super ambitious people make it. Ambition is great, but ambition alone doesn't get you to the top. Think about it. Some of the most successful people in the world aren't necessarily the most ambitious. They're the most adaptable, persistent, and willing to learn. They focus on building real skills, growing relationships, and knowing when to say no to distractions. They don't chase after every shiny opportunity. They stay focused on what matters most. Myth number 3, networking is the only way to climb the career ladder. Now, don't get me wrong, networking is important, but it's not everything. Some people think you have to attend every event, shake every hand, and collect business cards like they're Pokemon. But that's not the key to career success. Real growth comes from focusing on what you can offer, not just who you know. Sure, building relationships is great, but true success is about showing up every day, doing great work, and constantly improving your skills. Relationships come naturally when you're someone people want to work with and learn from. Segment 2. The simple framework for career success. So now that we've debunked those myths, let's talk about a super simple framework that'll set you up for career success. This isn't some complex 10-step process. It's just 3 simple steps, and I promise they're easy to follow. Step 1, focus on value, not just getting by, but truly offering value to your team, your clients, your industry. What unique skill or perspective do you bring to the table? Find that and lean into it. Step 2, build consistency. This doesn't mean you have to be perfect every day, but showing up with a positive attitude, reliable work, and willingness to learn will set you apart from the competition. Consistency builds trust. And finally, step 3, embrace adaptability. The world is constantly changing, industries are shifting, and the job market is evolving. You can't stick to one rigid plan and expect to thrive. Be ready to adapt. Learn new skills and pivot when necessary. That's it. Focus on value, be consistent, and stay adaptable. Simple, right? And I promise, if you follow these 3 steps, you'll start seeing changes in your career sooner than you think. Segment 3. Real-life examples and actionable takeaways. Now let me give you some real-life examples to show you how powerful this framework can be. Take Sarah, for example. She was stuck in a job she hated, working long hours and feeling invisible. But then she decided to focus on offering value. She took a course in data analysis, learned how to automate some of her work, and started delivering insights that helped her team make better decisions. She wasn't the loudest or most ambitious person, but she became indispensable. Her consistent effort paid off, and just 2 years later, she was promoted to a leadership role. Or take Tom. He was constantly jumping between jobs, trying to find the perfect role. But he wasn't focusing on building skills or relationships. He was just chasing titles. When he finally took the time to focus on learning and contributing, everything changed. He wasn't just job hopping anymore. He was growing in a way that made him stand out. So here's your takeaway. Don't get bogged down by the myths. Focus on what you can control: value, consistency, and adaptability. And I promise, your career will thank you for it. Final segment, call to action. Okay, it's time to wrap up, but before you go, I want you to take one action today. Whether it's dedicating 10 minutes to learning a new skill, reaching out to a colleague to offer help, or simply reflecting on how you can add more value to your work, take that step. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with someone who might need to hear this, and of course, subscribe for more content that's going to help you build the career you deserve. Remember, career success doesn't have to be hard. It's all about working smarter, not harder, and being true to the value you bring to the table. I'm excited for you to start your journey. Let's make this career thing a whole lot easier together.